In our last video, we mentioned the rule that when you multiply decimal numbers, the number of decimal numbers on top is equal to the number of decimal numbers on the bottom. In this video, I wanted to explain why that phenomenon happens. We start by looking at an example, 2.34 times 0.1, just to get an idea of what's going on. Well, 2.34 is equal to 2 plus 3 tenths plus 4 hundredths, because that's the ones column, that's the tenths column, and that's the hundredths column. 0.1 is equal to 1/10 because it's in the tenths column. So when you multiply, what you're really doing here is 3 plus 3 tenths plus 4 hundredths times 1/10. And now we're going to just distribute. Well, we distribute, we get 2 tenths plus 3 hundredths plus 4 thousandths, which in decimal form is... So you can see what's happening here is that I have 3 decimal numbers here, because I started with these 2 decimal numbers, and I have the 10th here, which is 1 decimal number, but that 10th added a factor of 10 to each guy here, which moved everything over, and now I have 3 decimal places. Let's give you another example so you see what I'm talking about. Well, if I multiply 2.34 times 0.01, that's 2 plus 3 tenths plus 4 hundredths, just like before. But now I'm multiplying by 1/100th. So 1/100th times 2 is 2 hundredths. 100 times 3 tenths is 3 thousandths. Whoops, little correction there. And 100th times 4 hundredths is 4 ten thousandths, which is a decimal, is 0.0234. Now there's 4 decimal numbers here. I started with 2, but the fact that I have 2 decimal numbers here, that makes the 1 a hundredth instead of just a tenth, and that's what added the extra 2 decimals to it. So I have the 2 decimal numbers here, the 2 decimal numbers there, and 4 decimals in the total. This is the idea this is really the reasoning behind why you add up the number of decimal numbers, and it always comes out to the number of decimal numbers in the answer. Let's do another example, or continue. Another example. I'm kind of combining stuff. 2.34 times 0.11. See, I instead of having a 0 there, I'm putting a number there. So what's that going to equal? Well, what I'm going to do is first I'm going to multiply everything here by the 1/10. And then on the next line, I'm going to multiply everything here by the 100ths. Let's do that. So when I multiply these 3 guys each by 1/10, I get this line here. Now I'm going to multiply everything by the 100th. I'm kind of doing like a double distributing. Well, when I do my second line, I get 2 hundredths plus 3 thousandths plus 5 ten thousandths. Now I add everything up. So I have 2 tenths, 5 hundredths, 7 thousandths, 5 ten thousandths, which comes out as a decimal. Again, there are 2 decimal numbers here, 2 decimal numbers there, and 4 decimal numbers in the answer. And again, that's really because the 2 decimals here shifted over things on this end, if that makes any sense. But that's really what's happening. That's the reason behind why why the total number of decimals on top winds up equaling the total number of decimals on the bottom, because the numbers are the numbers are doing a number on each other. I get it.